Hello guys, welcome back to Outer Studios. Today I'm going to show you Spirit Below the Waves, the last 2 weeks of progress. I also have a full-time job, so I will try to stay awake for this video. Let's get into it. Let's dive in. Alright, working on this new level is a boss level, as seen in the last video. Since it's a whole new area, whole new level, I can't just work on the boss. I have to work on the actual level. You know, a beautiful area, beautiful biome that the player can explore. Some puzzles. So the first thing we need to do, since we have our harpoon weapon, I was thinking we could shoot a door and it could open it, or shoot like a power supply and pull it out. Sort of like depowering the door and opening it. First thing here is the current area. I'm trying to test this out, and I've started off getting some help from my AI friend. Just a bit of back and forth. This is going to save me a week of work, if not longer. So there is a lot of benefits to using AI, and as a solo developer, very powerful, and it's very important to jump on that sort of train. I've moved the puzzle to a different area so I can start building up that area to see what sort of puzzle I'm making. And it obviously is better here than in the middle of the boss area. So right here, it's just not working out. The puzzle, it's a bit broken. So we just have to keep, figuring out why it's not working. Some back and forth with the AI. And now we have something a lot better. We can now pull it open, it'll open the door. Doesn't look very pretty, but it's working, so we know it's possible. Now, using this door, I started to get an idea of these blocks that you can pull out that are actually blocking the player from progressing. So I started to sketch that out, and then I went into ChatGPT, gave it a little snippet. It said, hey, I like the idea. And this is the image that it gave me. Now, I really like this image. I can start creating my own art related to this. I started drawing the assets that I need. No copy and paste. You can do that if you want. All right, so after we've created the assets, I've started adding that to the level, changing out my old placeholder assets. And now what we have is this. Currently, it is functioning. We can pull out these power supplies and then the door will open and we can go through. There is still a lot of polish to be done with this puzzle, but from this puzzle, I now have more ideas. And as you can see here, this is another puzzle. Just pull the power supply to the opening and here. And here. And here is another one. They're all really cool, but what we really need now is a beautiful environment for this area, so it all connects together. The best thing to do is maybe go through Pinterest, have a little look through, see if there's anything cool you can find. I found this cool forest image and it's given me some ideas. So now I'm thinking, yeah, deep underwater forest. So this seaweed was just not cutting it. It looks good in another level, but it does not look good for what I'm trying to do here with the forest. So I'm creating some new seaweed, which kind of gives off pine trees sort of vibe. And then I start building the level with the new seaweed, and it is starting to look pretty good. At this point, I was a little worried that it was looking too much like a forest. So I'm having a little drive around here in the submarine just to get a feel for it so we can see what it's missing, what it needs. All right, guys, it's time for a coffee break. As I told you before, I'm sleepy. This is a perfect time to comment and leave a like and share. Also, since I'm talking over this relaxing video, comment below and tell me, would you like me to talk over these videos? Or should I just stay quiet when I'm making coffee or cooking? That's good.
And now I want to add some more particles, some bubbles, and add some more lighting, 2D lighting. I also want to add some light rays. We still need to add some foreground foliage, some seaweed. Now we need to test the level again. It's looking a lot better. I'm really happy with it at this stage. And now we can move on to the next part of the level, which leads up to the boss fight. And I have an idea for this. I want a large door, roughly around this area. I want the door to be a puzzle. So I want it to teach you how the boss fight will work and kind of get you prepared for that.
Break time. Let's check out the storm that is currently happening outside. And now that the storm is gone, Crystal wants to show you a trick.
Come on. Good girl. Oh, good girl. Show everyone your teeth. Show them your teeth.
Since we're outside, let's check out the garden. I do need to get the red chilies off this tree. Here is all the chilies that I got.
Once we create the door and get it all into the level, we can start working on the puzzle for the door. Now we need a fish, so I'll be working on that now, and I also want to make it explode with a cool particle effect, kind of like a green energy.
Incoming sound effects. Alright, so we have the fish now. There's been a lot of code changes, a lot of updates to the movement of the fish. So we can now use the fish to kite over to the tower. The fish can also explode if it gets too close to the player, so you have to keep dashing away from it to get distance. Pretty cool mechanic. I'm very happy with how it's turning out.
Alright guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like and a share. It's been a lot of work. If you did enjoy something, let me know what it was in the comments. That'd be awesome. So thank you and see you next time.